I'm sure you recognize this motorcycle. It has been in the news since February this year, when it was launched at the Auto Expo. However, setting up a brand new business has ensured progress is slow, and there still aren't any dealerships up and running. Promises all of that changes this month, and they will begin delivering motorcycles now. And, just to make sure their bikes are up to speed and running the way they should, they decided to throw us the keys to the Renegade Commando for a spin around Delhi. You can't really fault the Commando for its looks. It may look rather similar to one of America's most recognized motorcycles, but at least was brave enough to go after something that iconic. The low-slung seat, fat forks and matte paint job all come together with the blacked-out bits to make for an impressive-looking motorcycle. Every time you pull over, people crowd around you to take a closer look and make wild estimates of how much it must cost. A fair amount of interest in it, then, and that can never be a bad thing. Thumb the Commando's starter button, and the 279.5cc single-cylinder motor wakes up and settles into a busy hum. The 6-speed gearbox is smooth, but you need to build revs as you try to roll away in first to prevent stalling it. Both the 24.8 bhp and the 21.8 Nm of torque are made high up in the rev band, at 8,500 and 7,000 revolutions per minute respectively, which means bottom-end response is pretty weak. The carburettor-fed motor builds revs quickly but vibrates a fair amount. Get up to cruising speed and you can feel it through the handlebar and the seat, and it only becomes more pronounced as you pile on the revs. On the move, the Commando feels rather light and flickable despite the massive 140-section rear tire. The 16-inch front wheel combined with the 15-inch rear sure helps its cause. The telescopic forks have covers on them, which makes them look like upside-down forks, but they're not, and is set up to be very soft, while the hydraulic struts at the rear are stiffer. Ride quality is reasonable and handling through the corners is quick with changes of direction requiring little effort. The single-cylinder motor puts power down pretty well and you can crack 100 km/h quickly, but the vibrations are quite intense and bothersome. More worrying is the feeble braking performance from the 280mm front disc, while the rear drum barely manages to scrub off any speed. The Commando may look cool and have features such as a USB charger on the instrument console, but fit and finish levels and refinement need a serious step up if wants to make a mark in this competitive segment, especially with a sticker price of Rs 1.59 lakh, ex-showroom, Delhi, for the Commando. Specs: engine, 279.5cc, 1 petrol, 24.8 bhp, 21.8 Nm, 6m. Weight, 172 kilograms. Verdict: cool to look at. Lots of bits need to be refined.